Okay guys, so this video is going to talk about how to order real numbers. So for this question, I do believe they're going to give you your a calculator. So I just have I have my Desmos calculator on the side here, just to show you what this will look like. So the first thing you need to do when you do this question is you need to take the time to put it in the calculator and write it down. You are not going to remember what the specific digits of each one of these are if you write down, and it'll take you less time. Okay, so to do that, I'm just going to go ahead and put this in. Okay, if you're using the Desmos calculator, you can flip between those two, but I'm just going to put it in the decimal form because that's the way that we're going to have to order it. Okay, so 9 over 2 is 4.5. Okay, let me zoom out of this a little bit. Okay, and then I'm going to put a new line, and I'm going to say, well, this right here is still negative 0.48. And then I'm going to put in this one over here, so negative 11 over 23, which gives me negative 0.478. And then this next one, I'm going to put in square root of 18, which gives me 4.2426. Okay. Now, I now have to order these from least to greatest. So I know that my negative numbers are my smallest. So I'm going to start with the negative numbers and then move on from there. So I have negative 0.478 and negative 0.48. Okay, so actually let me move this over a little bit so you can see it a little better. 0.48. So the first thing you're going to do when you're ordering decimals is you're going to look at the first number to the left. Okay, these are both the same number. So if I'm just looking at those numbers, none of these is bigger and smaller than the other one. Okay, so then I'm going to go to the next number. Okay, then I have 7 and 8. If I'm remembering my numbers right, 7 is smaller than 8. But remember, these are negative numbers. So if I have a number line and 0 is over here, negative 7 is here, and negative 8 is here. So the smallest number, because it's negative, is going to be this one. Okay? So because that is this one right here, I'm going to say that this one is the first one. Now, when you do this question, it'll give you the answers in a box, sort of like this, right? With these options up top, you can just drag it into the box. You don't have to write out the answer for each one. So you can just drag them. It'll save you a little time. Anyway, so negative 0.48 is my smallest number. Okay. Now, this number right here is the second smallest. Now remember, that's that number. So I'm going to put negative 11 over 23. Now, I'm out of my negative numbers, so I don't have to worry. Actually, I'm going to keep that up there for you guys, because some of you guys are, please don't erase it. All right, so there you go. Negative 11 over 23. Okay, and then I'm going to go and I'm going to look at my positive numbers. So I have 4.5, and then I have 4.24. So again, I look at my first number to the left. Oh, whoops. That is 4. They're the same number, so I can't order those. And then I go to my next one, and I have 2 and 5. Now, 2 is smaller, so let's just erase these numbers, right? So let's say that this is 0 now, and this is 2, and this is 5. 2 is smaller than 5, right? So this means that this is my next smallest number, and that is the square root of 18, and then this number would be my biggest, so that is 4.5, which is 9 over 2. Okay, now in theory this question is very, 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 very easy, but if you are like, oh, I can remember these numbers, you're going to get it wrong. So take the time, write it out. Okay, no one expects you to get this question right. If you are rushing and if you don't, write it down. Okay. For me, I'm going to tell you one thing. If I didn't write out my number line, I would have got this wrong. This one right here would have gotten it wrong. Because I'm like, oh yeah, 8 is bigger than, I would have gotten that whole thing wrong. So make sure you're taking your time on this. It's a very easy question, but if you don't take the time to write it out, you're probably going to get it wrong like I would have. All right, so if you guys need more help, let me know.